Yeah, so I started off on Too Hot to Handle.
You was on season 1, right?
Yeah, season 1. I come in like late on it.
I heard you got kicked off the show.
Yeah, I got
What
kicked
happened?
off. Do you know what? I don't know. I got put in late, so I had to kind of be like a bombshell, innit? So they make you into like
Jack
this
the
villain,
lad.
innit? Yeah. So I went in
Coming
there
in
and they
there
were
to
like,
steal everyone's girl kind of thing.
yeah, like do your thing. And I was like 21 at the time, or 22, and kind of like, fuck it, go on.
Yeah.
And then I got kicked off partway through. I was only there for like...
Why'd you get kicked off?
10 days. I think they wanted me to do a certain thing with a storyline.
And you just weren't following
and
it.
I kind of didn't. So was it like... Obviously, I was doing me, but at the same time, when you're new to like the TV stuff, they tell you something to do and you think like... They know what's best in it. Even though it's not what's best for you, it's just what's best for the show.
So they want you to do, for example, go and chat up that bird, but you know she's loved up. It's not like, I'm not going to do that kind of thing.
Yeah. So like I kind of went in there and I was like almost like listening to people at the start, and then by the end of it, I was kind of like, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do this. And then there was like a vote off thing, and I was in there for like the shortest amount of time, but I got like a big following off it.
Yeah, but they said you were one of the highest earners to come off the show.
Yeah, I think probably.
It's good, no?
Maybe, yeah.
For being on there the shortest amount of time, it's not too bad.
Like just on follower count, I think like I come off with nearly like 900k, and I was only in there for like episode like 6 to 8, and there was people that started that didn't even get to like 6, 7, 800.
Yeah, but you were the bombshell, so it makes a difference.
Yeah, so I must have got a lot of screen time for the little bit I was on there.
So you done Too Hot to Handle.
Yeah.
So I got a question about that, because there's that. Oh, what's the girl called? The little robot called Lana.
Yeah.
That was called. You don't
I can't even remember.
So obviously, the way Too Hot to Handle works is if you go on there, you're not allowed to kiss anyone, do anything, otherwise you get charged. Well, you lose money.
Yeah.
Did you do anything like secretly?
I think people tried to, but it come out.
Oh really? You just get clocked?
Yeah. Like there's cameras everywhere. Like you can't get away with nothing in there. The only thing is like, they might not have showed everything without like, I don't know, ruining the shows. Certain things actually got cut from it. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh really?
Like little bits and bobs, but I can't really talk about it, to be honest.
That's fair enough. So then after that, you went on to X on the Beach.
Yeah, so I done the two like Eating with My Ex was with someone from Too Hot to Handle.
Who was it?
The girl that I kind of got with in the beginning, Chloe Beach.
Okay,
So we done Eating with My Ex on BBC just to talk about what happened on Too Hot to Handle, and it wasn't anything deep. She wasn't really like an ex.
It was just like,
we just talked about what happened with the show and stuff. And then I done X in the City with my actual ex, and then I done X on the Beach.
How did you do X in the City with your ex?
Do you know what? So it was quite mad because they rung me up.
Did you both know that was a show you're going on?
No, so like I knew the show,
yeah,
and I knew it was with her, but she didn't know I was coming. But they told me she did know, so I was just like.
So where did she think she was going? What show?
She knew she was on, the show, innit? But
okay,
like
but she didn't know
she didn't know
that
what ex it was going to be. So she had a couple people it could have been, and like ours was the most recent. And it was only a few months after, and it was still quite
fresh,
bitter, and we hadn't spoken or nothing since like the last time we did, and so they told me she knew I was coming, but so I was like, oh, she knows I'm coming, I'm gonna give it her whatever, like just go on there and do it. And then she was like, I didn't actually know it was you, and I was like, they told me you knew.
If I went on a show with Mike's, I'd end up dead. Like, I could never do that ever with any of my exes.
Yeah,
no, I wouldn't do it. But then. When you jumped off that show, you've been on quite a few shows.
Yeah, so then I done X on the Beach.
And what was that like?
I started X on the Beach, so like I kind of had a better experience because
from the beginning.
From the beginning. Even Too Hot to Handle, I think they focused on the people from the beginning because it's the storyline.
And the thing is, when you're on Too Hot to Handle, they want you to be something that they choose.
Yeah, because it's my first show and it's a new thing. That's why they put people on there that's not done other stuff. Yeah. But then X on the Beach was almost like a redemption for me because I'm not kind of how they made me look.
You can go and prove yourself, be your real self kind of thing.
So like to be my honest self and stuff, and they kind of went with that. Like I was looking for like I'm a mum for my dog, and like I'm actually a nice guy, and that which is true. And I think it come across on there, which is good.
And who was your ex on X on the Beach?
So I thought they'd probably put more.
And did you know it was X on the Beach?
You know it's X on the Beach, yeah.
Well, you do know the
shows. You don't know who's coming, or so you like they ask you like
for a list of your
like
exes.
sort of exes, or they do their research. But then the person that come on for me, like I didn't tell him, and I didn't know she was coming.
Oh shit, you never even told him that ex?
Yeah. I never, because it wasn't even like, she
An
wasn't
ex.
like a full on ex, but like we were dating for a bit in lockdown. And she come on and she said all this bad stuff about me, and I was like mad. And it was right near the end as well, so I was plain sailing for ages, and then she just come in and just rocked the boat, and I was like, but yeah, I mean, it was alright. It wasn't that bad.
I could never do a reality show like that. I could do like something where there's no other exes involved, and I could just go in and be myself. But that must be like every day you must be shitting yourself. What ex is coming? What's she gonna say? What ex is coming?
I don't know. It's a weird atmosphere as well, because you're in this like place and it's like very intense, and it's like you're filming like all day. Like they wake you up at like 6 a.m. and
You must be shattered as well.
Yeah,
You've always got to have a smile on your face.
Yeah, and I was sharing. Do you know Lockie?
Yeah.
I was sharing a bed with Lockie for half
really?
the time. He's a big lad, so it's like me and Lockie in this bed. Like he's snoring next to me. I'm getting no sleep.
Cool. I like Lockie.
Yeah,
Lockie's
he's a
good.
legend. And I'm getting no sleep in that, and I'm just like. By the end of it, I was just emotionally drained. I was just, even though it was nothing mad, like emotionally going on, it amplifies it a little bit.
And the thing is, if you just want to chill one day and just literally have a lazy day just by yourself, you can't.
You
always got a camera on you.
Even
somewhere.
like you try like get a bit of gym in or something, and then they'll call you for an interview, and you're like, can I go and tell them? Like, nah, no. And then just it is a bit full on. I think, to be honest, moving forward, I wouldn't do another. Obviously, I've got a bird now. I wouldn't do another dating show anyway. I've even said that for the past like year.